Calvin over at CJP Billiards. I just got an awesome shipment in from JFlowers, and I got 4 cues in a soft case. And this is my very first time actually opening these products, so I wanted to kind of show them off and also give you my first impression and just a little bit of information about each cue and product that I'm opening. So we'll start out here, and this will be the JF20 03BT. This is a $499 cue, and this is the one I got to pick out as becoming a JFlowers ambassador. So this will be my personal playing cue from now on. They all come in these really nice plastic bags with obviously all the information on them. I'll toss that over to the side, and then they also come in these black soft cases to protect them during transit, which I really like, as some cue makers they don't emphasize giving you kind of your own small packaging. I mean, this isn't what I would want to take when I go out and play publicly or to store permanently, but this is a really nice touch just for when you get it shipped to you. And I believe, yep, you get the certificate of authenticity, which every JFlowers cue comes with. And here you'll see it is the Black Sting series. And then they break it down to where you have your model number, all your specs, and then just some little quality control marks and things on there. But this is a really, really cool thing that they do to just specify and make sure that your cue is authentic and that everything is as it appears. So that is really awesome. I'll open her up. First off is the carbon fiber shaft. This comes with a Mori tip on it, and they give it joint protectors, which is an awesome touch. Once again, in the nice baggie to ensure it's perfect when it arrives. And we also have the butt that comes with inlays. These come with rose gold, and there's some other precious materials on here, and I really like the design. So we'll slide this up. So as you guys can see, there's the JFlowers logo, and then we have this gorgeous kind of arrow chevron on here. And then it's got like a genuine leather, like snakeskin feel wrap that feels really good. Continues the same design upwards, and then we have the rose gold right here and a joint protector. So this is just a very well made butt. As you can see, we got a spot for an extension down there. And if I come in here, should have one. Yep. So here is the JFlowers extension. Get it out of the bag. Oh, this bag's actually sealed. Hold on. So nice matte black finish on there. And then that screws in, I believe, fairly easily down here. If I'm doing it right. There we go. So there's a nice extension. Gives you just about maybe a foot more on there. So I'll put the shaft on here, and then I'll give you kind of a full rundown of it. Alright, so here's the close-up on the shaft. No, it's hard to see, but they have like an engraved JFlowers right here. It's got a nice taper. It's really smooth, and it comes right down to that Mori tip. So overall, this is a very well-built shaft. It's a 12.5. They got a little sticker right there that shows the shaft diameter. I mean, first impressions is it seems built very well. Genuine carbon fiber. And I can't wait to see how it hits. Alright, so I'll take these joint protectors off. Nice 3/8 by, I believe, 8 or 11. I'm not sure on this exact model, but all the JFlowers use the 3/8 style pin. Goes on pretty smooth.
And that is a very nice flush finish. So I'll kind of give you all the way back from the extension, all the way kind of to the front now. Yeah, this is a very, very nice and beautiful cue. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed with the overall design and execution of it. I mean, this feels like a much more expensive cue on first glance than $4.99, and it's definitely a stunner. I love the design on it, and matching this design with a black carbon fiber shaft is just very, very smart. So overall, this JF20 series, I imagine anything with the JF20 series on it is going to come with the same level of fit and finish, and this is very impressive for my first impression. So definitely give this one a look if you're looking for a very nice high-end cue with real inlays for $4.99. That comes with a carbon fiber shaft or your choice of a low deflection wood shaft. You can choose either for the same price point. Alright, so the next cue I wanted to jump into would be the JP2, and this is a JFlowers jump cue. Comes in the same kind of packaging as I discussed in length before, so I'll kind of hurry along through this one since you already know what kind of packaging it's going to come in. Once again, like I said earlier, there's your certificate of authenticity, which is a really cool feature. And now we have a carbon fiber jump cue. Get it out of the sleeve here. Very same smooth feel as the plain cue I just showed off. You have the JFlowers. You can kind of see it there as I'm tilting it in the light. Engraving on it as well. And this one looks like it goes all the way down to a phenolic tip. And it looks like it would probably jump very well. Phenolic is what I use to jump already, so should be something that I'm going to be familiar with. And then you get your joint protectors as well. Alright, so this is the butt for it, and it is the JF Power Jump. And this has got this kind of cool, almost sport grip, plus the yellow on here kind of makes it stand out. Pretty cool design. Kind of looks like electric. Got like a little heartbeat sine wave thing, which is pretty cool. So I'll unscrew these. Give you guys once again the full rundown here. This one's more of a snug fit. Start here at the butt, and then we'll run all the way up here. And yeah, this is just another first impressions stellar looking jump cue. There's not a lot of carbon fiber jump cues out there. I know a lot of other big brands are starting to introduce carbon fiber jumps, but I guess JFlowers is a little bit ahead of the curve here. And I think that's really cool. I can't wait to see how this one jumps, and hopefully it's very impressive. Last two cues are actually the exact same model. These are the demo cues that I was given. And what's really cool about these is these are a $300 carbon fiber shaft plus a finished butt. This is by far the cheapest entry-level carbon fiber cue on the market. And if you're looking to get a great beginner cue or to get into the carbon fiber game, I'm not sure you're going to find something that offers the full package for $300. And that is just a huge deal when it comes to learning pool and if you're a new player, because this could set you off onto the trend of being able to play with good equipment from the very beginning for a very low cost of $300. And I'm pretty excited to open these. This is one of the number one reasons why I thought JFlowers was an awesome company, is because they're trying to innovate and come out and bring an affordable option for players that want carbon fiber. So this was the cue I was most excited to open. And it comes with everything the more expensive cue that I first shown of $4.99. These come packaged the same way with the same care, which is really cool. There we are again. Nice soft case. These two come with the certificate of authenticity, and come out just like the other ones, which is such a cool thing. I know I keep saying that, but just a company that really takes good care of their cues. Because, I mean, most of the time you just get a cardboard box with just, plastic wrap over. You don't really get a soft case to keep it safe. Just in case you're a new player, this would be an awesome way to take it and put it in your car and not have to worry about it until you get a nice case. So what's cool is the carbon fiber shaft I first showed, it's the exact same one. So on that cue, that's $4.99. The $300 version has the exact same shaft. And that's awesome because it'll really make your performance stay the same between all the different cues you buy. So if you buy any JFlowers cue, you're going to get this same carbon fiber shaft. So the play should be the same from cue to cue. So let's say you start out with a $300 cue, and you want to move up to a $600 or $900 cue from JFlowers. Well, it's going to play exactly the same, and you're going to get a nicer butt. Oh, and they all come with the Mori tip, medium. I guess it kind of plays like a medium to hard. I haven't played with it just yet, but I like a medium to hard tip, so I'm pretty excited to try out the Mori tip. Coming here to the butt now. And it's got the same grip that the first one I showed off. It's got this kind of leather snake grip. And they do a really, really good job with the seam work on here. The seam is very hard to spot, and if it's very hard to spot, that also means it's not going to come undone on you. And they do a great job with all of their leather products, which I think is cool. And this has got a really nice design on it, but here's the catch. This is a decal cue. This is, how other cues have inlays where they're put into the butt and then they're kind of sealed in place and it's an actual material. Like the first cue I've shown had inlays at their $4.99 price point. And these are decals or onlays, but as you can see here, they're really, really well made. And they feel like they're real, even though they're just decals. And I know the word decal can be scary, but these are so well made. I mean, most cues that you're going to buy in the price point of, let's say, $150 to $250, you're not going to get real inlays. If you buy, I don't want to name other brands, but if you go pretty much to any major cue company that offers a budget line, they're not going to give you inlays on their cheaper lines. Any of their knockoff lines, they're just going to give you decals that are with a very good finish on it. So this is in par with a lot of the other budget lines, but you're getting that carbon fiber shaft that is, low deflection, good tip, and this could be transferable to any other butt if you buy one that's the same pin. It's just such a good entry level deal, and I'm excited to play with this and actually give it a good test run because it's gorgeous, and this is definitely going to be something exciting that I can show all my friends and to show other players, and I think it's going to blow some people away just by how cool this looks and also probably how good it's going to perform. So to keep things consistent, I'm going to screw this one together and give you the last kind of full over shot. This also comes with a white or a blue grip, so that's a very cool option. You can kind of change that up and kind of personalize it based on what kind of grip you like. I really dig the black. I think the black's pretty cool. I didn't request a color. I just got given the model. So none of these cues, I was not paid to review this. This is all me just being 100% honest, and I was offered an ambassadorship, and I was offered to look at these products, and I always stand behind companies that I think are creating great products for the average pool player, not what a pro is, paid to use, or what everyone says, that's the best cue ever. I think of what you're going to get if you're just starting pool. And that's kind of what my company, CJP Billiards, started on, is making items for the average pool player. And I think that is what JFlowers is doing with their budget lines all the way to their expensive lines. You can get something for whatever level your game is. So here we go, showing off the whole cue one more time. And I mean, just getting down here, kind of giving this, it feels very, very well made. And it's going to be really, really exciting to make a ton of videos about these cues and to show them to you guys. Alright, so the last thing I was sent was, of course, something to carry all these cues in, because JFlowers is also known for their cue cases, as well as their cue line. And this is a really cool, soft case. And it's got a back strap to help you carry it. And then, right here, as you can see, we got the JFlowers moniker or logo on there. And it's got some really nice pulls here for the zippers. That's a pretty big pocket. You could probably store your jump cue parts in there. And it's got another rather medium-sized pocket. Probably store chalk in there, or your glove. And then coming here to the main compartment here. So looking at the inside of this now, we have a lot of really cool spots. We have what feel like some spots maybe for like business cards, or you could store chalk here or anything small. These mesh pockets are awesome for keeping like a cue ball or anything else you want with you. And then we have like a small pocket here, which looks like you can like zip a part of a cue in there. I'm really excited to really give this a try out and see just how much you can store in here. And then coming over here, you have your traditional kind of tube setup where you can store, let's see, 3 butts and 3 shafts. So that is a lot of storage for a soft case. That is rather impressive. I like that. It's got this cool like carabiner, or a nice belt buckle clip here if I can get it. Yeah, that's awesome. That keeps it really secure. Plus you have all this spare room in here with the full tube for your normal point cues. Yeah, there's not really a reason to have a lot of other cases. I mean, this thing's pretty compact and it's also well thought out. Cool thing is, if you buy a JFlowers cue, in the month of September, you will automatically be entered for a chance to win a free soft case. And it could be one like this or a different color, but any cue purchase automatically gives you a chance to win one of these. So if you liked anything that I showed off on my first impression, you can go to jflowerscues.com, and that is the official dealer. They take all sorts of payment, and they have all sorts of cool products on there. So if you're looking for an affordable cue, I definitely would head there. And they have great customer service and just a lot of really, really cool offerings, especially for beginning players. Kind of first impression on the hit test here. This is going to be on my personal JFlowers. This is on the JF20 series, and this is your $4.99 series on jflowers.com. And you'll see that they have this beautiful rose gold and all of these nice inlays, and it's a very, very nice feeling cue all the way around. They did a great job with the butt, and I'm hoping to see the carbon fiber shafts feel and sound right now. And I do have another one to compare it to. It is a Prather carbon fiber. It is a carbon fiber I've now ran for 2 years. And I don't have any of the name brands, so I'm sorry. I bought my original carbon fiber for $400 with the butt. There's lots of ways to get an affordable carbon fiber cue, but it's quite difficult to attain them because you have to jump through some more hoops, which is why it's really cool that JFlowers is stepping in and offering a $300 carbon fiber cue plus butt, and also some very gorgeous, slightly more expensive cues like this $499 butt with real inlays and a nice leather grip, and the same carbon fiber shaft that you see in all of the other offerings they have. So you can see I have not chalked this yet, and I'm going to put some chalk on it right now. And I'm playing with it just like it came from the factory. So let's give it some hits, and hopefully you can hear the sound it produces, because you want it to sound as close to wood as you can. And I feel like some of the original carbon fiber shafts that hit the market, they had a very hollow thud, like a whoop. And people didn't like that it sounded kind of tony and weird. So let's firsthand see how this sounds. Go center ball here. That was a slightly fast stroke. Set up another one here. Overall first hit, like the Mori tip. We'll see if that continues. The top spin here. Let's give it some draw and see how it takes. Yeah, that works. That sounds pretty good too. Come over here and give you guys a different angle. Go for a nice little stun shot here. I actually hit a little bit too low, so I kind of got a weird draw. Let's try that one more time. All right, we'll do a stun shot. Yeah, that is it's almost like a stiff hit, and it's not just the tip; it's the way the shaft feels. I really enjoy a kind of crisp and stiff hit with feedback, because I feel better connected to the cue ball that way. And I'm going to do a sound comparison right now. It's my Prather, and I'll alternate between the two, and we'll see if there's any difference. And it'll probably be hard to tell, in person because I'm playing, but as the audio transitions in when I'm editing, I'll probably see it. This is the JFlowers carbon fiber shaft, and this is a Prather custom. Now this isn't exactly a Prather. I kind of damaged it when I got it in. So I had some work done to it, so it's not original. And I want to compare the sound difference, because I've been playing with this carbon fiber shaft now for 2 years, and I just got this one in, obviously, today, and I just did my first impressions of it. And I just want to see the sound difference, because a lot of people complain about carbon fiber shafts having a weird sound. And I'm so used to hearing this one that I want to see if this one is different. And I don't think the tip's going to play a large factor in sound, as that's what kind of resonates, because these are filled with foam, and this one is filled with foam as well. And that foam dictates the sound. So I'm going to alternate, and if you see a white ferrule, that is my Prather cue. And if you don't see the ferrule, that is obviously the JFlowers, because they only have this little like black tiny ferrule on there, which is pretty cool. So I'll still also announce which one I'm using, just to clarify. So we'll start out here with the JFlowers, obviously. And I'll just set this over here to the side. Just going to do this in kind of a random order here. So I'll do a draw shot. So that was a very nice, solid hit sound, no hollowness. Really like that. Now we'll switch over back to the Prather. And I want to set up kind of the same shot, just to make sure I'm not, impacting that same kind of variable. Always shoot the exact same shot over and over. And these both have medium tips on there. This is a CJP Vulgar tip, and that's the Mori medium on the JFlowers. Draw shot. So I'm not entirely sure if we're going to hear too much of a crazy sound difference, but they both reliably produced a quality hit, and they both sounded about the same. So I'm very happy to kind of report that this doesn't have any weird funky sounds like some of the other shafts have had. And I feel like making a carbon fiber that sounds close to wood or doesn't produce weird sounds definitely helps immerse you in the game, because you're not thinking, oh man, that sounds weird, because anything that's going to throw you off your game is not good. And yeah, I'm really happy with the overall hit and sound of the JFlowers. So definitely happy that I'm switching over to the JFlowers now. I think it's a very well built cue, and I was already playing with a 12.5 millimeter, so not much adjustment, because most carbon fiber shafts all deflect